Hey folks! Today's subject of study is Incinerator Snap, a mid-range melee ability added to Solar Warlocks in Season of the Haunted. This ability is one of the best feeling buttons in the game to press, and it has good applications to boot. Let's dive in. First of all, the Snap has a sweet spot for its tracking. It's just out of shotgun range, but on wider targets like ogres or your mom, the sweet spot is a little more forgiving. With Ember of Ashes for more scorch stacks, a single snap is enough to cause an ignition. Second of all, with the Heat Rises aspect and the Ember of Searing Fragment, you will regenerate melee energy from kills while airborne and from kills on scorched enemies. Even if you just do a little hop as you snap, you'll get it right back with 1 or 2 kills. So there are 2 paths here: Winter's Guile for chaining bonus damage snaps, weak aura, or Necrotic Grip for spreading poison, strong aura. That's the build maker. Necrotic Grips adds a stacking poison damage over time to the snap. If the target dies while poisoned, they spread it in a 5-meter burst. Since Ashes snaps can ignite, tacking on Ember of Char will spread Scorch as they ignite and die and spread poison. This makes the snap scale all the way to endgame, propped up by the base damage of ignitions to spread the damage over time effects. In dense locations, like Ghost of the Deep's second encounter for instance, chaining snaps is easy. The best part of this setup is just how lightweight the engine is. All you need is Heat Rises, Embers of Ashes, Searing, and Char, and then Necrotic Grip, and you're done. Now you may say, this is good for trash enemies, why not just use Sunshot or something? My response is this little treasure, Monte Carlo. This gun has a combination of better Swashbuckler, better Pugilist, and Grave Robber. Just dealing damage regenerates melee energy quickly, meaning that mini bosses and champions are prime targets for repeated snaps, repeated ignitions. Don't get too caught up on it though. While nice, Monte Carlo isn't the only weapon choice. Any decent solar weapon with Incandescent and or Pugilist can keep the ability loop running smoothly. The ability to swap weapons while still fully built is heavily underestimated. Heavy exotics are always in demand for DPS, so in raid settings, this build only has to slap on a solar weapon and swap a siphon mod to be right back at full power. Situational adaptability is underrated. If you want recommendations for that, the BXR Battler, Trustee from Deepstone Crypt, and the reprised Tyranny of Heaven bow from Last Wish can each roll with that Pugilist Incandescent combination. Now before I go into mods, here's the full subclass setup I'm running. Solar Grenade, Phoenix Dive, Heat Rises, Touch of Flame, Embers of Mercy, Searing, Ashes, and Char. Now for the mods. Regarding Armor Charge, I'm only running a copy of Melee Kickstart and Benevolent Finisher. Since I'm using an exotic primary in Monte Carlo, my helm has Heavy Ammo Finder and Scout, and a single Siphon mod. The arms are Heavy-Handed, the Kickstart mod, and Momentum Transfer. The chest is just various resistances, while the legs have Recuperation, Innervation, and Invigoration. Finally, the class item has Bomber, Distribution, and the Finisher mod. To summarize the mod effects, snaps make orbs on kill and regen grenade energy on hit. Orbs give me bumps in health grenade and melee energy. Monte Carlo kills can give everyone on my team heavy, and I've left a dim link in the description for ease of use. As I said, this build scales well into end game thanks to ignition damage. Yes, well is the super. But the only reason is so that your fire team doesn't give you crap for not running it. The star of the show is the easy ignitions and poison. It also helps that you have access to 4 sources of healing: super, orbs, fire sprites, and phoenix dive. Have a good one, and stay safe out there. See you around.